Hi guys. So I've been kind of putting this video off because I'm not gonna lie, it really has put me in a bad place mentally since it happened. But hang on. Maybe I should put my phone down. Hang on. Okay. So Instagram is body shaming me or racist. I don't know. I think it's a mixture of a bunch of things. But about, I don't know, about 2 weeks ago, something like that, I posted up a series of 6 photos. The first one was of me as a teenager in some shorts and a little top. And then the second image was me in my 20s before I had children for a photo shoot for More magazine. And it was actually a photo shoot comparing different bodies, and it was can men guess a real size 10, and I was the size 10, and then there was other people of different sizes, and basically it was an experiment to see what people's perceptions were of sizes. And people thought the size 10 was smaller than what I was, I believe, if I remember the article correctly. So it's just like this, yeah, it was just an experiment to see how people perceive sizes. So even that post was like a body positivity article to begin with. I'll see if I can find the magazine and put some screenshots in or something. And then the third image was me with a big pregnant belly with Ruru. And then the fourth picture was a picture of me from the Sun newspaper. I know I don't like the Sun anymore. I didn't know about that at the time. So I just accepted the job, but it was a job that I don't disagree with. I mean, they did change my words in the article. I'll leave links to the article below as well. But it was just to show, basically they got images of women who had recently given birth, but these were famous people and models. And then they wanted to show real women who were postpartum the same amount of time as these models, to show what a real postpartum body should look like at that time, which at the time I felt really like passionate about, because I had been a model myself before and I didn't just like pop back. Do you know what I mean? This was a year later when I had the photo shoot done, and I was still quite chunky. I wasn't overly big. I had a bit of chub. Definitely didn't look like myself of what I was used to. But it was a copy of, I think Lara Stone, is it? And she'd had her baby like a year before, and I had my baby a year before. So it was just an imitation of her image. So it had me kind of standing, holding my boobs, and I was wearing jeans and some Calvin Klein's underwear, and my hand was just on my thigh underneath my trousers. And then the fourth image was just me with a pregnant belly with Mitzi. And then the fifth image was me postpartum after Mitzi. And then the final image was me now. And the post actually took me a while to put up. I'd been thinking about it for a while, because it's one of those things, like I do love myself, but you know, you always have those days where you're like super harsh on yourself. And I always found, even now, when I feel better about myself, I will avoid looking at those older pictures, especially that one from the Sun, because I just don't look like myself. And in fact, I feel like I look like my mum in my face. And I have issues with my mum, which I do want to speak to you about as well. But it took a lot for me to post that photo. And it wasn't even the main photo. It was like a collection. And the post was basically me saying that, you know, it's okay for our bodies to change. Like, our bodies are supposed to change. It's normal for them to change. And I wanted to show all my changes of what I'd gone through and what caused those changes. I said on there that, like, you can't expect your body just to go back to normal after a baby. Like, some people, they're lucky and it does. But when you blow up a balloon, it never goes back to the same way it was before you blew it up. And that's just kind of how I see bodies. And I was just saying how I've come to accept my wiggly bits, my jiggly bits, and my stretch marks and things like that. And just saying I want to put this post here to remind myself on those down days why my body looks a certain way, and that has done great and amazing things. It made 2 whole people, and now it's helping me learn to skate, and I should really appreciate my body, and we should all appreciate our bodies because it's our home. It's our home for life, and we spend so much time making our actual homes feel comfy, but we should feel comfy in our own skin. And that was the message I wanted to put out there for myself and for anyone else who might need it. And for about a week, that posted really well. It was like probably my best post like received in ages. It had like 200 and something likes. It had shares, like 8 shares, bunch of saves. And I was like, oh, well, at least it has done some good. Apparently people liked the post. So it made me feel good that I'd done it. You know, it had a positive effect on me mentally. And I was proud of myself, you know. And then about a week later, I tried to like a couple of posts that I was seeing on my feed. Shout out to Medipoo. He was one of the ones I was trying to post, like a photo of, and it wouldn't let me like it. So then I went to his profile and it said this profile account is private. And I was like, that's weird. We both follow each other. So then I went to other people's profiles who I know we follow each other, and they all said that the accounts are private. And I was like, what is going on? Is someone trying to delete my Instagram? Is someone hacked me? Like, what's going on? And I couldn't figure it out. And it went on for about 15 minutes. And like everything started to like vanish off my page, like my story, my photos, anything that was left as my highlights, but I couldn't watch them. So I just like turned my phone off, put it back on, opened it up. And when I opened up Instagram again, I had a notice saying that I'd gone against community guidelines and that this photo had been removed. And it showed me the only picture, the one of the sun, the imitation one of the post-pregnancy article. So I appealed it and said that no, it doesn't go against any guidelines. I read the guidelines. It says no baring of breasts, no nipples, no genitals, no simulation of sex or sexual acts. So didn't go against any of those. So I appealed it. And then I posted to my story with the picture saying Instagram just deleted this. And then immediately that got taken down. And then they said that if I do it again, they will delete my Instagram account. It was actually quite a patronizing message as well. So if you can learn like how to post kind of thing, I was like, I did, like my post is fine, like you're the ones who can't seem to acknowledge it. So I thought it's probably just like some automated thing, but I thought it was weird that happened like a week later. So I thought maybe someone had reported my post, someone's being spiteful or whatever. But just to see, I thought I would go and search just the word sexy. And one of the first accounts came up was called like divas_doll or divas_dolls. And like literally every post on that account breaks some kind of guidelines, if not all of them. They had videos of a girl with the camera right up at her ass and her knickers were like wedged into her bit so you could see her lips either side, and like they're just like going in and out of it. And then there's like a photo of a girl wearing a corset, but her boobs aren't in the corset, they're out of the corset, and the nipples are right there, and they're uncensored, completely bare. Like so many posts are like that. So I thought, damn, like maybe report this account and see what happens. I reported the account and it said like almost immediately they come back saying it doesn't break guidelines. I was like, okay, that's weird. Let me try reporting some of, because this wasn't like a person's account. This is like one of those accounts where they take images of other people and just put them on their account. So I didn't really feel that bad about it. I wouldn't have attacked the girls particularly, but just the account, I wanted to just see what would happen. So I went and reported the most egregious cases. And almost immediately they all come back saying, nope, nothing goes against guidelines on these. Even the ones with the nipples out, even the ones with like fanny lips, like there's ones with girls rubbing themselves on a few other, I checked a few other pages as well. But yeah, like I just kind of like hung around the diva dolls because I could remember that name a lot. And like nothing came back. So in the end, I kind of got a bee in my bonnet about it. And I kind of like reported everything on the page. And after about a day, 4 out of about 50 in the end reports came back saying they would remove them. So this was strange to me as well, because I thought, well, I put up the same photo twice, once on my feed and once on my story, and you threatened to delete me if I did it again. But this count, I've now got 4 photos removed from it and the account still isn't deleted. So then I reported the account again. And they come back immediately saying, no, doesn't go against any guidelines. So I'm like, how come they get double the chances of me, more than double the chances of me? Because now I'm scared to post something that might be deemed wrong, but they get all these chances. And I posted on my story, I've got like a highlight on my story. My Instagram page is r_c_chick if you want to look, but I've got like a highlight that has all my stories on there now. And like I had to censor my arm, so I put like a love heart on my arm, because that's what is there. So either they've got a problem with the slight tiny bit of underboob, or my belly, because it's not completely flat in that photo. So I had to censor my arm, which I thought was really stupid, but to post that image, that's what I've had to do now. And then I found out there's a lady called Celeste Barber, who she's also having a similar issue. Because at first I was thinking, is this a race thing? Is this a fat shaming thing? Is it both? But it looks like it's mostly a fat shaming thing, but it seems like they don't like black bodies either. So this really upset me. I'll try and put any like relevant screenshots and stuff in this video so you can see what I mean as I'm talking about it. But I mean, the images on this diva dolls, I will censor them for YouTube, because there's no way YouTube's going to let me have them on there, because they are really like, it is porn. It's like softcore porn, because there's no like, you know, penetration or anything, but it is porn. Like, it's softcore porn. And they're saying that none of that is allowed, but it's okay for them, all these like really slim white girls. But for me, no, it's not okay. And looking through my profile, I've got posts from when I was younger and thinner and did modeling and in bikinis and stuff, underwear, no problem with that. I got even photos of me postpartum now, where I was like, so yeah, I got some like postpartum pictures now where I'm just feeling a bit better about myself, and just up my belly and my bra, but I wasn't as big as I was in the image that got removed. So there's definitely more on the side of body shaming. But what it's done is, I feel like Instagram's just told me that, no, you're disgusting. You don't have a right to be proud of your body or feel secure in it. We don't want to see it. No one wants to see it, and we're going to remove it. And then I got a report back saying that after they reviewed it, they reviewed that it's going to be permanently removed, including all the other photos that were in that post. Everything is gone. They didn't just take off that one photo. They took off the whole post. That whole post is gone forever. That was doing me good and doing other people good. So like, I had this moment where I felt really empowered and emboldened in myself and feeling good about myself, to then have it taken away. And then like, I've gone down below where I was before, because now I just feel like I'm being told that, no, you're a piece of shit, shut the fuck up, like, don't post anything, we don't want to see you, no one wants to see you, and we're not going to let anyone see you. And I feel like Celeste Barber's done a great job, because she's like some famous comedian, so she's got like an audience that she can reach. But people like me, like, we get punished, who got tiny little audiences, and nothing gets done about it. Like, I believe that her photos may have been reinstated now, but mine haven't, and they won't. I don't have a big enough audience to be able to get things going, to get things reinstated like that. So I just think about people who are like me, who are getting our post removed. We can rant and rave on our stories all we want, but literally like, what, 50 people might see it, and we just have to suck it up, you know. And Celeste Barber, it's nice that she's got her post back, and I'm really glad she has, because her post did nothing wrong. But again, it's another white woman who's been reinstated. Where are us black ladies who are being reinstated? We're just completely ignored. And I just, it's just put me in such a bad place. I've been feeling really shitty the last few days. And I've been wanting to talk about it, but also not wanting to talk about it. But, I don't know. It's just made me feel really shitty within myself. But I just wanted to make a video and let you know, because although I do have a small platform, it's still my platform, and I'm gonna moan and bitch about it if I want. So that's what this is, really. So there you go. Instagram is body shaming people who are just normal, and it needs to stop. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Bye. Thanks for watching.